What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another bonus episode of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast, where we're recording live on Rocket Vlogs. My name is Braden Carlson.
My name is Bonus Taylor.
My name is Shane, or as you might know me, Postart.
Bonus Shane.
Bonus Shane.
I'm just regular Matthew. No
No,
bonus.
you are not regular Matthew.
No bonus. I'm just regular Matthew.
You're bonus Matthew.
Matt. I'm a bonus Matt.
Don't make me do this.
Oh, fine. I'll be bonus Matt. Here we are.
Thank you. There it is. Bonus Matthew is here. Today, everybody, we're ruining each other's dreams. And to play along, some people on the Patreon, on patreon.com/rocketvlogs, are ruining each other's dreams as well. Okay? So what
Wait,
we're
I thought
doing...
we were ruining their dreams.
No.
So we were rooting our dreams.
Yeah, we're ruining
We are.
each other's in a
Postar's
circle.
stream is just
I thought
ruined.
we were
Square.
also ruining
Square,
theirs.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry. So we're going to just... The way it works is, I don't know what this game is called. I called it the evil genie. One of us wishes something, and then the person proceeding in the square circle grants the wish, but in true genie form, ruins it. So, I think the best way to do it is going to be me to Postart, and then Taylor is Postar's genie, and then I'm Matt's. Keep it in the square circle. But I'm saying this because Shane and I are the only ones that actually prepared for this to happen. And I think we're going to have to need a demonstration here. But we are recording live right now. We have people in the chat. Feel free to ruin our wishes as well. If we see any good ones, we will pop them into the podcast. You have the opportunity to be on the Anti-Gravity Group podcast right now. Okay. Do we understand the rules at least mostly?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. My first wish, Shane, my genie. I wish for my N1560 flight at balls this year to exceed the end motor altitude record and be recovered successfully.
Ooh.
I tried to keep them somewhat vague, but did make that one a little airtight.
Okay, granted, but it lands at the top of like a 6-mile high mountain that you have to walk.
Dude, nice.
Yeah, okay,
Can I-
that's fine.
Can we chime in on yours too?
I guess we could all grant and ruin each other's. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, grant it, Taylor.
You are granted, but the video file gets corrupted.
Of the rocket
Jeez.
taking off.
Of the onboard.
Oh, there's probably not going to be onboard footage.
Oh,
if
I
I'm
thought you
keeping
said
it
you were
So
gonna
on
then
do
it.
ground footage.
I'm going to
Okay,
try,
ground
but
footage.
we'll see.
Whatever video that you're really banking on.
Whatever sucks hard.
Yeah. Whatever's gonna suck the most. Yeah.
All right, great. Matt, do you want to ruin mine as well?
I have to save it for later.
Okay.
Because I know
All
Braden's
right.
flights don't count if there's no video.
Yeah, that's true. Postart, make a wish.
All right. I wish that all of the out of production motors in history were back.
All right, Taylor.
It's me.
Yeah.
All right. They're all back, but you don't have any current motors.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So we
Mm.
only have out of production stuff.
Dang.
Yeah.
And we got the O25,000 and the N4000 and the
Yeah.
M3000. I think I'm okay with that, actually. If we could actually trade everything that's currently in production away for things that used to be around, I think I'm taking that deal.
Yeah, I mean it would be kind of sick.
Yeah.
I want to ruin it too. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All of them are returned, but you have an incident at a rocket launch that's so severe you're no longer permitted to fly with Tripoli or NAR or FAR.
Or far?
Yep, you're
Oh
done.
my
Oh.
god, what happened?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
Is
He
it
could do
just
a pro-
like
He could do a private
FAAs?
launch, right?
You could do a private launch, I guess, but it's going to be a pain.
Okay.
You JI'd yourself, we'll say.
Wow, a lot less fun when your friends aren't there.
Oh no.
Sucks.
Dylan Bender granted my wish, says you break the record, successfully recover the rocket, but it hits a car, causing significant damage.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then he says all out production motors are back, but they cater when you personally try to fly one. Oh, that's evil.
Tough.
25,000 was never in production for hobby use, right? They were just like, no, they were in production for hobby use.
No, they weren't. They were certified for hobby use.
Okay. Matt, make a
What?
wish. No, wait, Taylor, make a wish, and Matt's gonna ruin it.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
Oh my God. He's
Come
like,
on, you
I'll
can
just
pick
come up with him
something.
on the spot.
I wish that all K1100s had Medusa nozzles because they look cool, like the old days.
Okay.
All right, Matt, ruin it.
Granted, but they don't. They no longer make a really cool sound, and they're actually very, very quiet.
That's
The
actually
extremely quiet
hilarious.
version.
Yeah, it's a
You
silent.
get your Medusa nozzle back, but it sounds like a blackjack motor.
I want
Yeah.
to ruin it
Aw.
too.
All right, go ahead.
Granted,
That
but
would be
you
a
can't
huge
fly
letdown.
it in Punishers or Nike Smokes.
That's fine. I could work
Granted.
through that.
Granted, but every launch you go to for the rest of your life has a 1,500-foot waiver.
Oh no!
Yeah, woo. Okay, Matt, make a wish.
Yeah. Okay. I wish that I build my 5-inch demon to the T. I'm at a launch. I've got 9-volt batteries in my altimeters, dual altimeters. My chutes and everything are packed correctly. Motor, everything's put together very well. That's my wish. That's my wish.
I don't know why.
That's
The motor put together very well is not
That's your
correctly. He just put it together very well.
It was an awkward choice of words, but I'm just gonna go with it.
okay. Wish granted, but somehow it's still Demon Force.
Oh.
Dude, there's really a demon in my demons.
Wish
All four
granted, but
events
it
just fail.
wish granted, but it looks like my M3700 flight.
Ooh,
Just the
tough.
gnarly Kato.
Wish
Oh, wait, is that the
granted,
one-
But it rains for every single launch you go to now.
Oh man.
That's an evil one.
Yeah. I'll just bring a raincoat. It's fine. And an umbrella. Taylor, is that
Okay.
the flight that your altimeter crumpled up?
Everything crumpled up.
The one that you were like,
That was pretty
"Whoa,
cool."
This is sick.
The one
Yeah,
you
you
took
got a bunch of
20,000
pictures
pictures
of
of. Yeah.
Well, now it's your turn. All right. Thanks.
Okay, let's check out one of these Patreon ones. Let's dive in here. We're gonna go all the way to the bottom. I put the first one to get the party started. I will say people really misunderstood the concept. There was like 5 people granting everybody's wishes, and it's a little bit of a disaster in here. But I appreciate the effort that everyone put in. Moving forward, now we have a better understanding for next time we do this. But I wish I had a rocket trailer. Larry Geggle replied, granted, but you can't have a vehicle to pull it. So I'm assuming he means own, hopefully, because Bryce has a rocket trailer without anything to pull it with. He just rents trucks. Doug said, I wish my wife cared about rockets. And Larry Giggle also replied to him and said, granted, but her rockets end up far outperforming yours, and she makes you paint all of your rockets with girly schemes.
Oh,
Wow.
A
nice.
bunch of my rockets have girly paint schemes, all right? So he replied, your terms are acceptable. So that was a bad one. I guess that was just a fair wish grant, I guess. Do genies just magically know what you hate? Or like how
I
to
think
ruin
so.
something? Because if the genie was like, aha, but her rockets go higher than yours and she makes you paint yours pretty. Like, okay, and now what?
Yeah.
Isn't there supposed to be a trick? All right. Shane, you ready to ruin my wish?
That's my dream.
I wish I wish I had an AirX BlackRock kit.
Ooh. Wish granted, but it's already built.
Oh, that's rude, dude. I might still buy one if that opportunity came up, but that's kind of nasty
Built
of you to do that to me.
Poorly.
Oh,
It's
here we go. Okay, let's see. Let's read a couple here. Neutronium 95, I'm presuming for Matt, says, wish granted, but you get main apogee and the tracker dies.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Shane, make a wish. And if you guys want to make some wishes in the comments and you guys can internally ruin each other's wishes, that'd be fun to read those as well. So go for it.
I wish that there was more special or fun color hardware in production regularly.
What does Taylor have?
Oh, I forgot it's me. I'm really bad.
He's just like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, dude, that'd be sick. But okay, wish granted, but like the times when that was the thing, we would be stuck with only White Lightning and Blue Thunder motors.
Ooh.
Mm.
There was colorful hardware LDOS 38 and 41.
Well, I'm thinking more in the the Dr. Rock
You want
era.
out of production hardware.
Yeah, just like more people doing fun stuff.
Well, there was
wish granted.
because it was like a standard thing. It's like nowadays, it's like maybe we'll get some, maybe it'll be 10 years from now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wish granted, but an economical disaster drives the cost of aluminum up, and a 38720 is $8,000.
No way.
Dang.
That's tough.
Well, it happens, you know. Wish
Okay.
granted, but it's all out of spec, says Neutronium. That's a good one, too.
That's solid.
Wish granted, but you can only fly DMS, says the
Oh.
Rocket Child.
Wow.
Wish granted, but the anodizing's super crappy and it all comes off. A little bit comes
First
off
flight.
every time you fly it. And so it just
That's a
slowly
good
gets
one.
worse and
That
worse.
sucks.
See, Taylor's having fun. Look at him. All right, it's your turn to make a wish, Taylor.
I wish all of my Rocket Man parachutes were crunchy and cool colors.
Wish granted, but on all rockets that you have the parachutes attached to, the D rings aren't attached.
I don't use D rings.
Quick links.
Well, quick links and the shock cord is crunchy and snaps. No.
all right.
Cool, yeah.
Gotcha, Taylor.
I had to save you, Matt.
Thank you.
I was going to say wish granted, but you burn a hole in one every time you fly one.
Yeah, I know that was my thought.
I was
That
going to
was
say wish
easy.
granted, but they all shrink. So they're like,
Oh, that's funny. Wish granted, you get Rocket Man customer service, says Neutronium.
oh,
I'm not touching that one.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Rocket Child says wish granted, but the chutes never inflate. All right, Matt, make a wish.
I wish that I build the Brahms rocket, and I'm officially sponsored by Brahms.
Okay, wish granted, but you develop type 2 diabetes.
With some lactose intolerance and just cannot have anything. Wah, wah.
Yeah, wish granted, but you can't stand to eat Brahms without throwing up ever again.
Wish granted,
Dang.
but all the Brahms near you close.
Dang.
Dang.
Dude, Taylor, I
Spicy.
wish we would have had Farmer Boys when you were here, because that place is like the only place comparable to the bacon we had at Brahms. You remember how crazy that went at our hotel in Wichita?
Yeah.
We were both losing it. All right. Larry Gegel says, to quote Tim V, I wish the winds be light, the skies be blue, and all of my rockets fly straight and true. To which Chase replied, I don't know if he wrote this or if this is just a thing that I'm not familiar with. If he wrote it, this is art. He says, it soared with grace, a perfect flight, then plummeted, oh, what a sight. No shoot, no hope, just downward speed. The ground approached, you watched it lead. A thud, a crack, a smoking pit, your masterpiece, now wreckage split. May all your rockets, without relent, be doomed to ballistic descent.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's excellent.
Yeah. You would say.
Yeah. I didn't know Edgar Allan Poe was on the Patreon. You know?
Is there
Yeah.
a chance there was AI involved?
I don't know. Maybe.
Or is he a poet?
He might be a poet. He's like, yeah, I'm going to Embry Riddle for an art master. It was just crazy. I didn't know they had that. Creative writing degree from an aeronautical university. Okay.
Yeah, a minor in art.
Yeah. Master's in aerospace and a minor in creative writing. Shane, I wish I had an AMWN 4000.
Wish granted, but nobody has the hardware for it. Can't
Well,
borrow
fine,
it.
I guess I'm going to make a composite case for it.
Fair enough.
Anybody else want to ruin my wishes?
Uh,
It's tough because you don't want to just say, okay, but it Kato's. You know, you
yeah,
gotta
I
dig
mean,
Yeah, you gotta
deeper
get
than
creative.
okay, but the rocket takes off at a 30-degree angle.
that. Oh, okay.
Wish granted, but your house floods and you lose it.
Oh my God.
Flood damage.
He's just like relenting what he tried to do to my N1560. I hope the weather stripping's good in my car because your end motor's been in there for 4 months. Dude, if that thing blows up, Matt, you owe me $1,500.
Oh, dang. All right.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't believe it when he showed up to Worlds of Fun and it was still in his car.
I just didn't want
I
to
was like, I
forget
better
it.
just take this from you. This seems like
I
a
didn't want to
problem.
forget it. Oh, Matt, it was $1,500.
He's like, I only use this car for going to Argonia.
It's my Argonia car.
The Rocket Child says, wish granted, but you lose a snap ring right before it's done. That's pretty evil. Probably the forward one, too, just because. All right. Whose wish is it? Shane's?
Shane? Yeah, I think it's Shane.
Yeah. I wish that high altitude projects were easy to do.
They are. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Wish granted, but all regular sport rockets are incredibly difficult.
That's hilarious. Wish granted, but you can only ever buy H and lower impulse motors.
Oh.
Wish
Wow.
granted, but you're limited to 300 newtons average thrust.
Oh. He's going to do a bunch of L265s.
Yeah.
Zero G Prince says, wish granted, but you have a 300-foot waiver.
Oh.
Wish granted, but your altimeters have a 50% chance of working. That's a good one.
Wish granted,
Tough.
but you can only use old school altimeters with a Mach delay.
Oh, yeah. All right, Taylor, make your wish. Let's let Matt cook here.
I wish I had a 10-inch polecat Nike smoke.
Wish granted.
Awesome. Okay.
Quick.
All right, moving on.
But you decide to not use a drug again, and it comes in ballistic.
From a drug? Not being there?
Yeah. You don't use the drug.
Here, I'll give you a better one. Wish granted, but you can only have a 75 millimeter motor mount.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, dang.
I was going
Okay.
to say wish granted, but it's still out of production and there's a huge crack in the nose cone.
I could fix it.
I mean, just a devastating crack. There's big pieces of gel coat missing. It's going
I
to be
would
a
think-
whole project.
Wish granted, but you have to paint it like Braden's, the opposite.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. Oh, don't
Wow,
want it
done.
anymore.
That Postart might have just won. That's
Yeah, it's
that
good.
said,
That's
okay.
good.
Drop in the comments, send us an email, contact@aggpodcast.com, or send us a text if you're listening on a podcast service. Tell us who you think had the best granted and ruined wish. And yeah, if you guys want to play this game in the comments, if you're watching this on YouTube, go for it. Make some wishes. Everybody else chime in and ruin them. Matt, make a wish, my friend. Would you? Would you please?
I wish that the local amusement park opens up a launch site for high power rockets.
Wish granted, but you shred a fin and send it right through Mamba with people on it, derailing the train and causing severe injuries, but no deaths.
Wow, jeez.
Careful what you wish for,
and you're
Matt.
banned from every Six Flags / Cedar Fair amusement park because of the incident.
The
That's
incident.
troubling. Goodbye,
Yeah.
3840.
Wish granted, but the insurance cost goes up so much that going to Worlds of Fun costs $8,000.
Oh man.
And
there's
you
no
have
annual
to
passes.
you have to sell all of your Worlds of Fun nostalgia collection to pay for it.
And your face will never be on a picture on the wall ever again at Worlds of Fun.
Oh man.
That one cut deep. That one
Life's-
cut deep.
Life's meaningless. Thanks.
Zero G Prince says wish granted, but roller coasters are outlawed completely. I don't like that one.
Ooh, dang.
Wish granted, but the park closes down. That makes it a bigger launch site.
Ah.
That's probably true, yeah.
Going back to Taylor's, the Rocket Child says wish granted, but its first flight must use a Pringles can adapter. Yay! That's beautiful. Okay. Let's get one from Patreon here. Chase says, I wish for an infinite supply of AP. Doug granted his wish and said, but every mixer you ever try to use catches on fire as soon as you plug it in. Neutronium ruined it as well, said moisture always gets in, turning all of your AP into nice bricks.
Ooh,
All right.
Yeah, the brick AP.
Alternatively, Pepcon 2.0. Oh no. That's
But,
crazy.
Can we ruin their wishes too?
Yeah, go for it. Ruin them
wish
up.
granted, but every other chemical you need for mixing, you can't get anymore.
Oh,
Ooh.
just get AP.
Gallons of AP.
Wish granted, but your curative never quite works. It's always a little spongy. Anybody else?
Wish granted, but you can only make really low ISP propellant and low density.
Wow. All right. It is my turn. I'm out of wishes. Let me consider here. I wish that my Millennium 2560 case wasn't bendy right now.
All right. Wish granted, but it is replaced with your Millennium Edition 15360.
Oh no. No
So it's
way,
now
dude.
bendy.
Yikes. I would cry for real.
Wish granted, but I got brake fluid spilled all over it and ruined the finish.
Wow, that's evil.
And sounds plausible.
Wish granted, but the 12-inch Punisher is bendy.
No.
Matt, do you want to ruin mine or do you want to wait?
Wish granted, but I don't know. All of the closures are stripped out.
Oh. I guess it'd be straight still. Phantom Rocket says, wish granted, but that high school team's rocket gets destroyed. Listen. You gotta break some eggs to make an omelet, you know? All right, Postart, make a wish.
I wish Lucerne had a 40,000 foot waiver.
Wish granted, but the recovery area is has a lot of desert people everywhere.
Oh, I see.
Wish granted, but the recovery area is a minefield.
Wish granted, but anything you fly over the current Lucerne waiver, which is 7,000 feet, lands on top of the mountains all the way at the end of the lake bed.
Wish
Can I
granted,
run
but
my
every time you fly over a mile, the recovery ends up with a 2-hour conversation from a desert person.
Zero G Prince says wish granted, but you can only fly half A motors.
Oh.
And Noah Lenahan says wish granted, but there are rattlesnakes everywhere. That's just how it is. Actually, not really at Lucerne. There's a lot of them out
Yeah.
by far, though. Okay, make a wish, Taylor.
I wish that black powder charges, regular glove tip black powder charges, worked at any altitude.
Wish
reliably.
granted, but they don't have the same pressure to separate the rocket.
That's just true.
Okay, wish granted, but you can only use the LEUP era 2-inch Quest Q2 G2s for charges.
Ooh.
Okay. Wait, are they in production?
Yeah, and you can't extend them. You have to use terminal blocks.
Oh.
Yeah, this is what it's all about, baby. Woo! Matt, make a wish. No, Lanahan says wish
No,
granted, you can only use 1 gram charges. That's good. Dylan Banner, wish grounded, but you must only use CO2 ejection from now on.
I mean, I could make it work, but that's sort of a good. Then what's the point then? That's not really wish granted, right? Or I guess it work. Oh, it works, but I can't use
works.
it.
Yeah.
That's
Everybody
dumb.
else is gonna
I
have
don't like
fun. That's the point of the game. Dude was like, this is stupid. Okay, Matt, make a wish.
I wish.
Who's tapping?
It's me.
Stop it.
I'm running up dry. Coming up empty.
Matt, wish anything in rocket. You can do this. Wish for something with your mini mag.
I wish I never had to clean motor cases after rocket launches.
Well, I mean, you don't really.
Yeah.
Okay, wish granted, but you have to buy a new one every time.
Oh.
Okay, I guess that's
Gates Brothers style.
Yeah.
The Garmin money is gonna get ran through. Anyone else want to ruin it?
Wish granted, but now all of your motors chuff.
Oh, Matt might as well lay the kids.
Wish granted, but your motor delay times are wildly inaccurate.
Ooh.
I'll just dual deploy. I'll just use dual deploy.
On your Mozzie?
I'm gonna have to if I wanted to come back in one piece.
That's the spirit.
You're gonna have to deal with charged batteries then.
Yeah. I know
I'll
you're
use
scared of
solar
those.
powered. Solar powered.
What? No way. Dude, I'm going to build a rocket that uses my flash fish battery for the electronics.
Oh.
Nice.
The 45-pound battery.
That's your answer for staying in the Lucerne waiver.
Yeah, honestly. Tanner Conway says, I wish I had a 12-inch upscale Mega Mag, to which Neutronium says, you're too scared of losing it, so you never fly it. Doug says, but it's made of cardstock and 1/32-inch balsa, but still weighs 70 pounds. And Jonathan Gabry says it has a 54mm mount. And Liam says, oops, it takes the pad with it. Sorry, but now you got a Taylor situation. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say wish granted as well, but the nose cone is too tight to get apart by yourself. So you always have to ask people for
I
help.
mean, that's just any 12-inch rocket.
Basically.
Yeah.
I'm getting uncreative here, okay? I wish we had funding to fly the Punisher on just maximum impulse load. The most we could possibly fit total impulse. Yeah, none of you want to ruin the rocket, so have fun granting that one.
Wish granted, but Taylor was right, and it folds in half.
Oh.
Wow.
Wish granted, but all of the hardware gets dropped right at the back at Apogee.
Oh, dang.
And then it's so light under the parachute.
Dude, do you ever think about how bad the first flight could have went? That could have happened. We could have dropped the full loaded, unburnt in 3300 straight out the back if we got things that wrong somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. I was like, woo, man, I hope those bolts and washers are really good enough.
Now I feel really good about them, though, because it held the full loaded in motor in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now empty motor cases ain't S, dude. All right, Shane, make a wish.
I wish that I just had an unlimited budget for rocketry.
Wish granted, but you have no time to ever fly a rocket.
Mm.
The classic.
Wish granted, but 75% of your rockets end in failures. Like complete
sucks.
destruction.
Oh,
Oh.
this sounds like someone that we know.
Unlimited money, but destroys everything?
Yeah.
Is it Matt?
No, we'll say, but
All right. Wish granted, but Aerotech's time to make motors gets extended to 1 year. Wish granted, but you have to fly in Hawaii. Ooh. Wish granted, but Pop-Tarts go out of production.
That
Ooh.
sucks.
Oh.
That really sucks.
That is
Ooh.
tough.
he'll
That
just
is
eat
tough.
green beans.
Yeah. He'll be okay with that. All right, Taylor, make a wish. I can't think of any ways to ruin it. But by the way, if you're watching this, drop your wishes in the live chat. We'll ruin those too. Nice and proper.
We love crushing dreams.
Oh yeah, dude.
I wish that my I could use any shot cord would never break, just like indestructible shot cord, so I could do really dumb stuff.
I was gonna say you want like 16th Kevlar thread in M motor rockets.
I mean,
You can-
it doesn't have to be that, but if you wanted to use something where you ask this new friend that you just made if this shot cord seems kind of small for the rocket,
They go,
Wait.
no, that
and then
should
we
be
both go,
fine."
no, that's good. I think it's good. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And then it wasn't all right.
It wasn't. No.
Wish
Okay.
granted.
Oh, it's
Oh, wait.
Matt. Sorry, Matt.
Oh,
Go
no,
ahead.
you're
No,
good.
go.
Wish granted, but the shot cord doesn't fit in any of your rockets.
That's actually a good one. Wish granted, but now every material for shot cord that you could use now weighs 500 times what it did before.
I
So
can't
you
fly
can
any
fit-
rockets.
you can fit that tiny bulletproof shot cord in your 2-pound rocket, but it's gonna weigh like 8 pounds.
Well, I guess if I did use the Kevlar thread, that doesn't.
Yeah, I mean 500. It takes you from 1 gram basically to 1 pound, right? We're pretty close.
Wish granted, but
yeah.
now you always break a fin on landing.
Yeah. Woo!
No, I don't want to be
Dang.
Braden.
Wow. Dylan Bender says, I wish Braden would follow through with getting his ham license. Okay, wish granted. Altus Metrum goes out of business.
Wish granted, but now he never posts videos.
People are like, yeah, finally.
Wish granted, but he's really annoying about his him having a ham radio license.
Like, sir, can I get your call sign? I don't think you're supposed to be transmitting on that.
Wish granted.
Yeah, wish granted, but he calls out everybody else publicly that doesn't have. a ham
Oh my
license.
God, Matt, you're echoing again.
Oh, sorry, my headphones died.
Oh man, what a travesty!
I like this.
Yeah, let me just shield the sound. Shield the sound.
All right, whose wish is it? Is it Taylor's?
Oh, is it?
No,
you
wait.
just
Taylor
went.
just wished.
Oh, so it's Matt.
Okay, real quickly, Roy Tyson says, "I wish lipo batteries were always charged. Granted, but they always explode if they run for more than 10 minutes." On an inhibitor.
Oh,
All right, Matt, make a wish.
I wish that all of my fillets in the future were spotless.
They have spots in them?
Thanks.
Okay, wish granted. I don't know. Give me a
Drum
second.
roll.
Give me a second. Wish granted, but somehow they're just like the complete opposite of aerodynamic. They look really good, but it's the draggiest S on the planet.
Wish granted, but they're always a little tacky still.
Ah,
wish granted, but now you always get a ton of runs in your paint.
Oh, yes. That's a good one. Okay, Neutronium says, "I wish that all my altitude record attempts went perfectly." And Liam granted it, but you can only fly G motors. Jeremy Sims said limited to A10 motors. And Doug says each flight goes exactly as designed, but you fall 1 foot short on every record attempt.
Oh,
And Jonathan Gabriel says, but all of the big events get rained out. They pretty much covered all the bases on that one.
yeah.
Okay, I wish to build a minimum diameter rocket with 3/16 carbon fins that goes Mach 5 and works.
Wish granted, but you lose tracking signal and GPS signal.
Wow.
The rocket works. Comes down fine. You just don't know where.
I'll find it.
Wish granted, but you it messes you up permanently and you're never the same because you can't move on till you find that rocket.
Oh,
wow.
no.
Kind of a psychological mind.
Yeah, that's evil. That's like Geneva Convention preventable. Like, yeah, okay.
Braden was never
Your
the
wish
same
comes
after
true, but you get psychological trauma for the rest of your life. How's that, loser? You still want that wish? Robert Benton says, "Hi guys, just watch Matt's Punisher build video." Yeah, if you're watching this on Rocket Vlogs right now, I posted Matt's build video on the Anti-Gravity Group YouTube channel. So go subscribe to the Anti-Gravity Group on YouTube. We're going to give something away to 1,000 subscribers, but I don't really know what yet. So.
Something from Matt's garage.
Yeah,
Whoa.
feel free. Pick anything you like.
Well, I was gonna suggest maybe I do, if we get 1,000 subscribers before the end of the L3 Dream giveaway, I'll give away a shirt. Whose wish is it? Oh, it's mine. Right? No, it's Shane's.
Ooh, I'm out.
Yeah, I ran out a few ago. Just start cooking. Start
let's
cooking.
see.
How about Matt's hat? We're gonna give away Matt's hat.
Oh,
I just
Okay,
bought
sure.
this hat. No way.
I wish that whenever I went to launches, the weather was ideal.
Wish granted, but you can't afford any rocket motors.
Oh. So you just
wish
gotta have
granted.
a picnic, I guess.
Wish granted, but the roads are all super rough to launch sites, and if you take anything but a lifted truck out there, you blow a hole in your oil pan.
Oh.
And you have to get a lifted truck with SEMA Forgiato wheels and stretch
No.
tires.
I'm done with rockets.
Wish granted, but it's always Argonia right after it rains. And it's just
Oh, ass.
Oh,
20 pounds of mud on your shoes.
God.
Oh, Shane, your camera died.
Oh, it did.
Taylor, make a wish. Kyle Myers says, wish granted, but you always forget something important. Robert Benton says, I got something interesting in the mail yesterday. Thanks. Came with a sticker. Yeah, he was the first one to order a t-shirt, so he got a Fluctus.
Cool.
All right, make a wish.
Man, I'm running pretty dry over here.
We can just start hitting the Patreon ones.
Okay.
Okay, we can ruin this one because he ruined his own. Liam says, I wish I had enough money to buy an N5800 every month. I can grant that wish and ruin it right now. You can't get them. That's just how it is. But they're pretty much unobtainable. And every time you want one, imagine this nightmare scenario, Taylor. Every time you want one, a vendor calls a college team and offers it to them first.
Oh.
Could you imagine such a travesty? I'm going to mute your mic for a second, Shane.
Yeah,
I know this is the bonus episode, but we're running a little loose over here with Matt tapping and echoing and Taylor staring at me. Okay. Matt's gone now.
Whoa.
Matt, do you want to ruin the N5800 one?
I was just gonna let Taylor stare at you exclusively.
Oh, I see.
What am I ruining?
Liam wishing he had money for an N5800 every month.
Wish granted, but all the altitude waiver at all the flights is 1,000 feet.
Dang, dude, keeping a N5800 under 1,000 feet would be impressive.
Yeah.
Where's Tom Cohen?
Yeah, he can do it. Oh, go ahead.
Wish granted, but your rocket shreds every time, which isn't really that far of a.
Yeah, that's probably just what will happen. Also, Shane, you want to ruin the N5800 dream? Shane thinks he's built different.
I wasn't listening. What was it?
Liam says, I wish I had enough money to buy an N5800 every month.
Ooh. Wish granted, but waivers are never high enough.
That's what Matt said.
Yeah,
Kind
okay.
of, more or less.
I was focused
Doug
on the
says,
camera, my B.
I wish smoke grains were larger and made lots more smoke. To which G Prince said, the entire motor is smoke grains.
Oh.
That's called a blackjack.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And
Uh,
Liam says, granted, but your entire rocket burns every time you fly. Yeah, I was going to say, granted, but every time your hardware gets destroyed from a giant smoke grain burning the whole time.
I was going to say it bubbles the case every time.
And you just want to ruin the smoke grain dream?
No, I think we covered it. I'm good.
Okay, Zero G
getting
Prince says,
tired.
I wish I had a full-scale minimum diameter Arcus. Doug says, granted, but it has a dry weight of 1,800 pounds. Jonathan Gabriel says you only get 1 grain of propellant. And he says possibly 1 really long grain. And he said, nope, 1 standard grain. You get 1 grain, 4.5 inch motors. And Liam says you can only fly the N16,000 that I flew in my Arcus. That's a fair deal. Jonathan Gabriel says, I wish I had a full-scale Iris and motors to fly it. Well, wish granted, but your fin breaks off when it hits the ground.
Oh.
I just want to prepare you for what's probably going to happen.
Wish granted, but you can never get the paint lines straight. They're always just really crooked.
Wish
Dude,
granted.
The lock one was so bad.
Wish granted, but you're never able to get your full cluster to light.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Boy, do our boy Jonathan like that? What about you, Matt? You want to crush a teenager's dreams right now?
Wish granted, but your altimeters freak out and no shoots deploy.
Oh.
So sad.
Oh, they freaked out.
They freaked out, yeah. It was too much for them.
Okay. Kevin Osler, I wish for a never-ending supply of Sparky motors. Doug says, granted, but you're limited to 18 millimeter reloads. Liam says, granted, you have to mix them on your own. Good luck.
Granted,
I
but
say
they
granted,
make no
but you.
noise.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or granted, but you start a fire every time you fly one.
Man, that's how it used to be back before everyone kind of like figured out that's what was going to happen.
Yeah. Dude, like every launch site was just letting Sparkies fly. Every launch site that doesn't allow Sparkies has a story for why.
Yeah. And everyone thought they could get ahead of it. Why don't we just spray the ground right here? Why don't we?
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that dry out.
Yeah, nope. Doesn't matter. Brian Kelsey says, I wish every launch day had mild temps and low winds.
Wish
Liam
granted,
says,
but oh, sorry.
Liam says, granted, but all your motors Kato and a rocket powered by an end motor takes out your car. Wow.
Wish
I was just
granted.
gonna say
Hyper specific.
I was gonna say granted, but it's pretty cloudy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say granted, but you always get a really, really bad sunburn.
Okay, let's see. How can I ruin this? Granted, but every launch you go to's waiver is open for 45 minutes.
Oh,
You want to ruin it, Matt?
Can you repeat the wish? I'm having to keep my volume low.
I wish every launch day had mild temps and low winds.
Wish granted, but you have food poisoning and there's no bathroom nearby. Sorry.
That is foul. That's foul. Okay. Peter Way says, I wish I had unlimited funds for motors. Doug got creative with it, said, granted, but you can no longer afford igniters. That's a tough one. All right. I think that's pretty much everything we got on the Patreon ones. Let's see what the live stream's up to. Hey, fellas, for the record, Big Red is a form of cream soda. Not relevant, but I saw y'all live and needed to correct, or live and needed to correct the record. Thank you, Corey. We appreciate it.
I had some of that. I had some of that over the weekend, Corey, and thought about you.
It's
We
cream
were in
soda
Texas.
Yeah.
packed with cough syrup.
Yeah.
How is it cream soda? It's bright
That's-
red.
It tastes like cream soda.
No, it
Wish granted,
no,
but
it tastes
really
like
cold
Robitussin.
outside.
I think at least mine tasted like cream soda.
Okay, Matt's on Team Big Red.
What if it tastes like the bubble gum? Or not the bubble gum, but the cinnamon
The
Big Red.
cinnamon gum.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was for a long time. One of my teachers when I was in elementary school was from Texas, and he said when he was a teacher there, like as a reward for his class, they did Big Red floats. And
Oh.
like two kids threw up just bright red paste.
Oh.
That'd be pretty cool. Paint the town red.
Ignore the medicine vibe and you will transcend. I see. It's like a spiritual like strength sort of journey to
Interesting.
drink Big Red. Okay, wish I could get Perfect Flight Stratologger for $50. Okay, granted, but it's the original Stratologger, the SL100. Wish CTI motors were available again. Okay, granted, but they all Kato.
So
So if you're flying
Well-
54s, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You can get them. Robert DeHate has a bunch. AMW Pro X. Let's see. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Taylor looks like he's about to die.
yeah, I hit the
Oh
wall.
wait, I've got one more. I want my heart broken.
All right,
I
step
wish,
up to the plate.
Yeah,
I wish that I always had good pictures and good video of every single flight.
Wish granted, but the subject that you are shooting isn't in frame. The pictures are fine, but the subject's not in frame.
And you can't crop them. All right. Wish granted, but when you look at them, it's blank. Everyone else sees them and tells you how cool they are.
Come on.
I love that one. That's so good.
Oh, that
I wish you
sucks.
could see this Postart. It's just so beautiful.
This is the best rocket picture I've ever seen in my entire life ever.
I just wish you could see it.
Taylor, you want to ruin it?
wish granted, but your rockets look really messed up to you.
Oh.
Yeah, wish granted, but you're as critical of the pictures as you would be if you took them. Every time, like, if you look at a picture that somebody else took and Shane's like, wow, that's amazing. And he has a picture that's, like, equivalently good. He's like, this is ass, bro. This is dog ass. All right, well, Robert Benton says, granted, but you can never upload them anywhere.
Ooh.
I think you just have them all printed out all over your room. Granted, but you can never see any rocket without a lens.
That lens is right here, baby.
Ooh, dang, that's a good point. You genied the genie.
Shout out to me
Well-
being 4 eyes.
Yeah, join the club, Matt.
Okay.
All right, well, I think that's going to do it. Thank you for tuning in to episode 81, the bonus episode of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast, which is actually going to be uploaded episode 80, I guess, technically, since I put the bonus episodes up immediately. But I'm going to still make it 81 since we just recorded episode 80 and we talked about it. So this is episode 81, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't have to make sense, all right? I run this show. My name is Braden. You can find me on YouTube at Rocket Vlogs. You can find me on Instagram and Snapchat at BigB1011 and TikTok at Braden Carlson 6, where I'm posting rocket stuff.
Wow.
Sorry, the echo makes it sound like we're in a stadium.
Yeah, it sucks super hard. That's why I kept like being distracted. I'm like, because it's all I can hear. Thanks, Match.
My name's Taylor, and it's a bonus episode. So
Bonus, Taylor.
You think no one's gonna watch it? Okay, everybody go
No,
follow
I
the
don't-
Rocketry channel on YouTube.
I don't.
Oh,
I don't need. No. That is the Rocket channel. Thank you, Braden.
my name is Shane or Postart. You can find me on YouTube at Postart Propulsions, on Instagram at Shane Harris Photo, and online at hprtools.com.
My name is Matt or Macho Matt, and you can't find me anywhere. Nowhere to be found.
Except Garmin.
Just like Shane's pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, sucks.
Corey B says you guys are awesome. Thanks for the content. Of course, thank you all for being here, especially
Yeah.
you, Corey. And if you're listening to this, I highly implore that you go to the Anti-Gravity Group YouTube channel. Like if you're listening outside of YouTube, and just go back about 30 seconds prior to me saying this sentence and watch how lovingly Taylor looked at his giant sumo for a moment. It was cinema. We are the Anti-Gravity Group. This is the Anti-Gravity Group podcast. And we will see you all next time.
We might just hear from Nigel the Rocket Cat. Load up the professional masterpiece, you can bet on that. A launch and a chat with them is guaranteed to be a blast. It's the Anti-Gravity Group podcast. Ooh.